Good job, Cal. That was great, man. Have a seat. Hey, so that's like, see, that's what I love about musicians, man. So I'm such a fan, and I wish I could play something, but you know how to rework even a classic tune to make it maybe not more entertaining, but just as entertaining as the other way. Right. I'm a big Neil Young fan. Do you have to call Neil Young and ask to do that?
Yeah,
or?
yeah, sort of. Yeah.
How did that go?
He doesn't. I don't think he. When I tried to clear the song, he wasn't tweeting a lot. Right. So. But, I'm just saying, I couldn't retweet him.
Yeah, that's hilarious.
And just to go back, it's not only just reworking it, but it's also important, I think, for the young guys coming up to know Neil Young and a lot of the heavyweights.
Amazing music,
you know,
there's a reason they're that popular.
For sure, so it's part of our job. But I also realize that sometimes it can be a little sacrilegious. So I definitely didn't want to put it out without Neil's approval.
Right.
And shaking him down was a very difficult task, but once we got him to actually hear it, he liked it.
Did you deal with him personally, or
no? There was a lot of suits in the way, but once we got them, you know, saying, listen, we're not gonna, you know, I'm a little bit stubborn, I guess you could say.
Were they afraid maybe you're gonna make fun of the song? Or
no, not at all. No, I just
or?
think they automatically. Neil Young's a bit of a gangster. He's got people around him.
I'm sure.
Automatically, you're
protecting an empire of music.
Yeah, that's what it is. It's like, I don't want to hear it. Nobody listened to the song.
Right.
I realized that I'd written a song about my dad, and it was from the heart.
Right.
And it was legit. So once we heard it, you know, it's the first time he's ever approved a sample.
My point is that, like, you guys, I love that song as much as anybody could love that song, and you did right by it. Is my point.
Oh,
like,
thank you very
it
much.
sounds
I
amazing.
appreciate that. Yeah. Thank you very much.
And you know, Neil Young is a guy. I'm sure you're talking about like protecting a lot of money, a lot of music, but even more so for him, integrity of what it is.
Yeah, there's a lot of really awesome Neil Young stories. One was he didn't like the mix on one of his albums, and they pressed 15,000 records, 15,000 vinyl records, and he bought them all. Brought him up to the ranch and put a 22.
He brought him on, no kidding.
Really?
Yeah. Oh my God.
Yeah, I think the fact that he's endorsing your music is really incredible.
Yeah, it's cool.
And he lived near where I was living in California, and we get to go see him, you know, do shows.
Right.
He's one of those guys, you know, like Bruce. He'll stay out there for 4 hours and just play almost because he feels the need to just get it out there. Like
well, they don't need money anymore. It's about what's inside you.
Oh, it's amazing.
You guys are true. You guys are kicking ass now. You're popular. Like, how does that feel? I mean, you know, it's a lot of hard work probably, and you know.
Yeah, I mean, it feels good to have fans, you know, digging on our music.
Right.
I've been writing songs and doing music for 15 years, and I've been in and out of 3 record deals, and so to me, I've you know revisited my career enough times to just sort of fall in love with music again.
Now, the combination, I guess, if you call it hip hop or whatever, and rock and stuff, is that something you've always done?
It's just I just love every type of genre.
Right.
You know, I just don't think it matters anymore.
Yeah, and I think you guys really bridge that gap. I saw that you call it, you know, not too digital, not too analog, and it really is. I mean, it's a lot of people must like this because it does.
Well, I mean, at the end of the day, it's about the songs
bases.
to me. It's about what we're saying, the message, and which is different from song to song, and also the fact that we are musicians and we practice our craft and hone our craft, and we go out there and put on a show for people.
Yeah, exactly. It's because
we're not showing up to the concert with a zip drive.
Yeah,
that's what that's
annoying.
They're showing up with a zip drive,
and
they're making like $100,000 a show.
I know.
And I'm like, I can't replace my good friends with zip drive.
No, that's what I'm saying. You guys learned. You did a horrible thing nowadays in the music business. You learned how to play instruments.
I know. It's amazing.
No, that's great though.
We're all 10 years plus over there. Those guys are all amazing.
Are you guys all from Canada?
I am.
Yeah.
He's from Canada, but just down the street from me, home of Neil Peart.
Yes.
Oh, no kidding. There you go.
St. Catharines,
Rush, yeah.
Correct. Jane's from Utah.
Oh, there you go.
And
from the Poconos.
Anthony's from the Poconos.
Well, how'd you guys hook up? You're all over L.A.?
Toronto.
Yeah.
Toronto.
Yeah, like I think just being around, on the scene in different bands, constantly touring, You have this community, and you just, oh, that guy's good. Let me reach out to him. With Jules and I, it's a little different because we came up together.
Right. Was it a good music scene in Toronto back then? Like
Hamilton is where I'm from, and hell yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, there you go. Neil Young's an Ontario guy. Yeah.
Totally.
Right.
Ontario and Winnipeg. He was in Toronto mostly, where and then he got in a hearse. He owned a hearse, and he went down, sold all stuff in the hearse.
Right.
Went down to Hollywood, started with the Squires and stuff in the 60s.
Exactly. Now, here's a guy, I mean, if I was Neil Young, I would love to sit down and talk to somebody like you for a couple hours, because you're someone who, you're not just a fan, you actually made it happen, and you're talented. But I guess, different guys have different things, but I would love to talk to you, and I'm sure you'd love that, obviously.
We're talking, Artie. We're doing it. It's happening. I really appreciate you having us, man. Thank you for letting us do our thing.
No, listen, we come back anytime you want. When you write music, you talk about song Old Man, it speaks to you. Do you really feel like you're talking to your father? You're talking to somebody specifically in a song like that?
In that one. Yeah, and different songs, different people.
Right.
For me, it's like
they all tell stories. Yeah, your songs are very.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm influenced by some of those songwriters that I think are just iconic in a way that they deal with the human condition, that we're all basically made up of the same parts.
Yeah.
Right. And I just feel like that's my job as an artist. For what I do, I come from a pretty humble background, so I think that I'm not trying to angle it too political or anything. I'm just trying to tell the story, but tell them almost so honest to a fault. Like sometimes I worry, I'm coming at people too straight.
You went too much, right?
Yeah, like who wants to hear that? Let's go listen to the Black Eyed Peas.
No, I know. I hear you, but you got to have people doing what you're doing. Otherwise, you can't go too far the other way, because then it'll get bad. It'll get really bad.
You guys are doing it. You're doing it right. I mean, for the right reasons, but at the same time, you're having commercial success. Like first song that we heard, "Born to Rise." What happened? It went to number 6. As soon as you guys released it, it just shot up the charts. And
Born to Rise is on the chart, but it debuted at number 36.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
but it's up the chart now. It's at 20 after a couple weeks, so that's a big start. When you're up against legendary, like pretty big bands like Alice in Chains, and Foo Fighters, and
they're still putting
stuff like that. Yeah. Like I said, we're pretty much veterans, but this is a new project, so people are just discovering me as a songwriter, and
that must be fun
as a
for you.
band.
Like it's revitalized.
It's okay. I think it's like I've paid my dues and then some. And I think that really it all comes back down to our craft and also whether or not people are digging it. Because I think if you're staying at something so hard in your life and it's not happening, maybe it might not be happening.
Exactly.
I just think that we've had enough successes and glimpses of successes in my life and my career to keep going. And especially, I'll tell you this, not to interrupt you, but when we're on tour, a lot of the troops are coming up to us. We had this big song called "Bullet in My Hand," and Jules will testify to this, that a lot of the troops are coming up to saying thanks for that.
That's great. Yeah.
That means a lot.
Yeah, I did stand up over there for a week, and it's the most fulfilling thing I've ever done, because troops come up to me just who've heard about that, and they say thank you, and that's the most fulfilling thing.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Well, listen, guys, Redlight King, where can we see you next? Are you on tour right now?
We're playing tomorrow night in New York City.
Awesome.
The Gramercy.
Great place. Okay.
Time do we hit? 10 o'clock.
10 o'clock at the Gramercy, and Redlight King.
And we're on tour. Just go to our website, redlightkingmusic.com. We're on Facebook. I'm trying to do the Twitter.
That's all you need. All you need is a Facebook. Redlightkingmusic.com. All right, guys, we'll check that out and come back anytime. And amazing job.
Thank you for
having me. Nice to meet you guys. We'll be back with the rest of the show after this.